Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mills. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
11.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Yannick Ngakoue, just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw caught by Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
They go play action with Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to... They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Next to score, Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wondered, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive to about the 35, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. In motion left goes Cooks. On 3rd down, here's Mills. They'll get this one out to Rex Burkhead. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st down, Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now in his 9th NFL season, Brandon Cooks remains a model of consistency. Had a career-best 90 catches in 2021 and his 6th 1,000-yard season in the last 7.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Derek Stingley, he got there in a hurry, and he earns the TFL. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Ellinger to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. 9 yards that time.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Colts first down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Play action. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Mills now. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's going to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
On 1st down, Ryan. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to it and hit him as he tried.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. That sack backs Ryan the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays. But it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, guys, on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Throwing, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Touchdown!
Dameon Pierce.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I know. This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mills. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
To throw is Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll work down inside the 45. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Play action. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Harris. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, Mills. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan back to the same target, Campbell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Here's Pierce on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mills back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Give left side for Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Pierce gets it again on second down. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?